Welcome back. Tonight, it's Friday Night Fitness. So for any of you who might be wondering, Friday Night Fitness, it's a new segment that I'm starting. I came up with this idea a little while ago, and I was like, why haven't I done it yet? So I'm doing it. Basically, Friday nights, we're gonna be dedicated to all the fitness, whether that's cooking, eating, working out, training, talking about anything related to fitness on Friday night. Most people Friday nights, they like to go out and party and drink and have a good time, and well, the only drink I'm hitting right now is a C4.
You suck!
Yeah, it's pretty strong. But today what we're gonna do is we're going to the gym, and today happens to be leg day. Now, I've got a couple of injuries that I've been dealing with for years and years and years. It takes a lot of motivation to get to the gym when you're dealing with pain, especially if it's in your back or your knees or your elbows or your joints in general. At one point, my back was so bad they were telling me that I wasn't gonna be able to lift more than 50 pounds, and that if I were to keep doing it, eventually I would end up in a wheelchair. I have degenerative disc something or another disease. It sounds worse than it is, but basically it's just the little squishy parts in your spine, mine are deteriorating. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna head over to the Gold's Gym in my area, and I'm gonna run you through a leg workout like what I normally do, and show you kind of some of the tips and tricks that I do to kind of avoid causing myself any problems with my knees and my back. As well as some of the exercises I like doing, specifically for training if you're trying to train for size or if you're just trying to lose weight. Either one. But first I need to finish this pre-workout, and it might be a little while because we all know the effects pre-workout has on us. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. I like using the foam roller for a good warm-up. Couple 5 minutes of this, feeling a little bit better. I just find it helps alleviate some of my knee pain. Just a couple minutes is all it takes. But damn, this stuff hurts. A couple of good stretches. Oh yeah, these are great. So now we're just gonna do a quick 5-minute warm up, just get the blood flowing, get the knees loose, and just get ready for what's about to come. First exercise up, we're gonna be doing single leg press. All right, so we're gonna start off light. We're just gonna do just the machine, just to kind of get things warmed up. If you can't tell, there's a theme here. It's called warm up. You gotta do it when you get to be my age. I just try to take my time here because you never can be too careful when you got bad joints. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap up my knees just to play it safe. The key is to wrap it tight above the knee, somewhat loose over the center of the knee, and then tighter around the bottom. It's important. All right. See, even this is bugging my knee. I just have to be careful. The benefit of doing it like this is I don't have to use as much weight, but still get the same amount of force. If you think about it, if you use 2 legs, I'd have to use double the weight to get the same effect. This way I'm cutting the weight in half, but still getting the same effect. So just basically think smarter, not harder. That's what's good about it. Just because the weight's cut in half doesn't mean we can go easy. Sometimes I gotta readjust because it doesn't quite feel right, but we always manage to get it eventually. Realistically, I'm trying to get like 8 to 10, and I use the weight to determine that. But I have to be careful. All right, next, I'm gonna do hack squats. Have to go down. All right, we'll try this. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Sometimes these things are a pain in the ass. Doing the same thing, just trying to get 8 to 10, but my knees and my hips are not working with me today, so we're just gonna have to move on to something else. So we're gonna attempt to do a squat, front squat specifically, we'll see if we can do it. Wish me luck. Alright, so we're going back to doing the warm-ups. I'm just trying to be very careful. Focusing on the form, making sure that we're good, keeping everything tight. I can tell you, it doesn't bother me as much as doing it with it on my back. It kind of keeps the load a little bit differently. And you can't do as much weight, but still get the intensity, so that's why I like it. It's just one of those things, I kind of got to figure out what works for you. This seems to work for me. But I got to wear a brace. The last thing I want to do is throw on my back. So some of you might be asking why I didn't do these first. And it's simple. I pre-fatigue using the other exercises. So again, I don't need as much weight. Still sucks. But you don't need as much weight to get the same burn. It really makes a difference. Good Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, God. Yep. Yes, sir. Stretching in between sets is good, too. Definitely helps. Keep it tight. Oh, boy. All right, next, finish off the quads with some extensions. Whew. The wraps can finally come off because now we're getting to isolations. And these are pretty simple, they're pretty easy. It's just good to do, especially if you're trying to get some size. Just going for the pump here. Nothing crazy. One thing I found about this exercise, I used to point my toes and it would give me a lot of pain in my knees. So I started pulling it back. And I feel it a little bit better. It doesn't bother my knee as much, so try it out. See if that works for you and your pain. All right, we're gonna finish the quads off strong. We're gonna do a triple drop. Oh, good Lord, I'm gonna need some music for this one. Drop 10, then keep going. 2, okay, drop another. Last one. Whew. 2. Oh, fuck, that was rough. Oh man, that hurt. Oh man. Whew. All right, stiff leg deadlift. These ones, I like using dumbbells so I can kind of manipulate the hips a little bit easier. I just prefer using these because I feel good. It's a little bit more comfortable, especially because I got pain in my hips and back. I'm trying real hard just to squeeze hams and glutes. It's kind of tricky, so this helps. Alright. Oh yeah. That's gonna make it hard to get off the toilet in the morning. Alright. Next is gonna be the glute bridge. Now you can probably guess what this is used for. Yeah. It's also really good for the hips. But damn does it suck. This is what happens after you've been single for 4 years. You resort to this kind of bullshit. Alright. Next we're gonna move on to hamstring curls. Whew. Alright. These things suck. Something fierce. Key I found with these things, again, pulling the toes back, squeezing really hard at the top. If you can't do that, it might be too heavy. It's not about the ego. It's about the effort. Alright. Now to finish up on some, I don't know what, we'll figure it out. So these last ones are not very glamorous, but when it comes to knee pain, it's one of the few things that actually worked in fixing a lot of the problems I had. So there's a lot of it was just a weak hip. Might not be the coolest thing in the gym, but I tell you what, it really works. It doesn't take a lot of weight either. You just look kind of funny. And sometimes you get stuck. God damn. And lastly, the crab walk. Oh boy. I feel like an idiot. So lastly, we're just gonna finish up with 20 minutes of cardio. And then we gotta go ice it and heat it up. All right, I need to get stretched out. That sounded wrong. So now I like stretching out in the sauna, getting warm. If I'm not in the sauna, I'll hit the hot tub just because it always makes my joints feel better. They say ice is always a better option, but I've tried ice baths and they're a nightmare. They're a total nightmare. They do help, but unless if you want to freeze your ass off, it's pretty terrible. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this up, get my shake, and head out of here. But I want to say thank you for watching. It's been one hell of a day. It's been the first of many Friday Night Fitnesses to come. So if you guys enjoyed this kind of stuff, let me know down in the comments. If not, that's cool. I'm probably still gonna make it anyway. I don't normally do fitness stuff, but if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And I'll be sure to see y'all in the next one. And just remember, keep it nice and easy. I don't know about you guys, but these protein shakes always give me a bad stomach ache. Ugh.